Oh man, 2 videos a week? What are you, some kind of YouTuber? Nah, man. I'm still just a stoner who loves football and keeping himself accountable. But today is all about football. Quite surprising. Some of the games. Cowboys 40-0 over the Giants. Browns like 30 something to 6 over the Bengals. My Bengals. But being a longtime Bengals fan, we've seen shit like this before. But it was a whole season. And this time, we can turn it around. Because it's only week 1. And we actually have a good team. Regardless of whatever happened Sunday. Just ignore that. Just ignore that. We're on to week 2. What does Bill Belichick say? On to week 2. Or on to... Oh, he said on to Cincinnati. Fuck. Anyway, we are here with our ill-advised picks of the week. Last week was pretty crazy. A lot of upsets, starting with Thursday. I actually did go 10-6 though. I was hoping for a Bears upset, and the only thing upsetting about that was the Bears. So I will probably never be picking them ever again. And then, depending on who wins the Colts-Texans, I'll probably never be picking the other one of them either. Or the Cardinals. But I really just don't know what they're doing down there. But anyway, let's get into our regular scheduled ill-advised picks of the week. Tonight, we got the Eagles and the Vikings. Eagles. I don't know what happened to the Vikings. I picked them to beat the Bucks. That didn't happen. I'm still not down on the Vikings, but I am against the Eagles. I mean, that's just a different level. But I feel like they can bounce back week 3. I don't know who they're playing. That's mostly why these things are ill-advised. I didn't even know what the games were until just now. Got the Bengals and the Ravens. Obviously, we are rocking with our boys. We're taking the Bengals over the Ravens. And they're at home, and I'm not there this year, and that's upsetting. But I'll be in Baltimore in November. So that's all right. Lions, Seahawks. We are picking the Lions. The big upset last week. I don't know if they're going to ride the high wave into an upset or if they're going to keep it rolling. But I got faith in them. Young team. I think they'll do all right. And that's Colts-Texans. This was actually probably the hardest pick of the week. Both teams actually showed moments of shining. But neither one seized on any opportunities. I think the Colts are taking a bigger risk with their quarterback. But I also think they're going to win this game because of that. But it might not last long. We've seen what happened when they take risks on their quarterbacks. So we're going to go Colts over Texans in this one. Later in the year, could go the other way. Division. Bucks versus Bears. I suppose this conversation came up earlier. The Buccaneers are going to be the killers of the NFC North. Well, at least for 2 weeks. Buccaneers over Bears, man. They beat the Vikings. They look good doing it. Well, they didn't look good doing it, but they looked like a formidable team on some drives. The Bears didn't do that at all. So, Buccaneers can win. And I don't think the Bears are as good as the Vikings. So, I think they'll look a little better doing it. They're probably 28-9. We'll give them some field goals. Maybe a touchdown, miss a field goal or something. Chiefs and Jaguars. This is a pretty big game. Jaguars are supposed to be a big team this year. The Chiefs are supposed to be the team every year. The Chiefs came out, got upset, looked bad. I'm picking the Chiefs. They got to have a bounce back. That's merely just a pick based on the faith in Mahomes. I don't know if everybody's going to be playing or not. I don't know that really matters. Like, don't drop the ball and don't line up wrong on the offense. You should be okay. At least be able to put yourself in a position to win the game. But we'll see. The Jaguars are a good team. They almost dropped one to the Colts, which is what lets me know that the Chiefs can get this one as long as they're playing the way they should. The Jaguars are going to put up a fight. They're going to score points. It's going to be close. Chiefs. Falcons, Packers. Packers look good. Falcons looked okay. But I think the step-ups on that defense are going to give Jordan Love a little bit of trouble. I think it's going to be a good test for him in week 2. I think the Falcons are going to take this one based on the run game and just the defensive management. But I think the Packers got something going. I think the Falcons are just trying to ride something right now, and I think it's going to work for them. But we'll see. This might even give me a little more confidence in the Packers going forward, which I really don't want. I don't like them either. Illinois boy. What can I say? And I don't even like the Bears. I just don't like the Packers. It's like a instilled thing around here. Bills, Raiders. Bills. I think we're just like having fun. I don't know what the fuck they were doing out there, but they gave it away. They realized they gave it away, and they're going to fix that problem. They're going to beat the Raiders, even though the Raiders did get a big upset. Well, I don't know if it's an upset. I call it an upset because I picked the Broncos, but, you know. Chargers, Titans. I actually picked the Titans last week, and they almost did it, but they didn't. I did vote against the Chargers last week, and I was right. I'm pretty sure. But the Chargers do show promise. They just find ways to lose. We're going to give them the win this week because they do win games, just not the big ones. So the Chargers aren't going to beat the Titans. Titans are going to go 0-2. It's unfortunate. 49ers, Rams. 49ers looked fucking unstoppable. Obviously, we're taking that pick. The Rams did look good. They looked on form. But not like a big playoff contender or anything. They just looked on form. They look like they can compete. They're, fighters, football, So that's fun. They're going to make it a fun game. But the 49ers don't look like they ever stop playing football. Like, this season is just crazy. Already. Giants, Cardinals. I feel for you, Giants. I'm a Bengals fan. We went through a similar thing. Damn. You know what I mean? But you're playing the Cardinals this week. Good job. Congratulations, Daniel Jones. You're going to be under fire. The Cardinals pass rush was surprisingly super good. I don't know if that's just like a Commanders thing, but they got a decent O-line, so it's like, I don't know about that, But, so you're going to be under fire, but I think overall you're going to be a better team. You're going to win the game. Giants over Cardinals. Cowboys versus the Jets. Well, we all know. Sorry, Jets. Sorry, Aaron. Sorry, football, because that was going to be fun. But go Cowboys. Cowboys over the Jets. That defense is fucking killer. Broncos versus Commanders. I see myself falling into a trend again, like last year, which ended up never breaking. And I'm mad about it. But we're falling into it again. We're going to do it again. We're going to pick the Broncos to beat the Commanders at home. I mean, they showed promise. The defense is good. I don't hate the Commanders. I think they got some things to build on. I just think being on the road this week is going to hurt them. And Denver's going to pull one out. But, I mean, I pick the Broncos a lot because you look at their team and they're good. They're like the Browns the last few years, where it's like you look at the team and they're really good, and then you watch the team and there's something wrong. So there's that. But the Broncos should win this game, right? Dolphins Patriots. Dolphins almost gave one up. But I don't think the Patriots have the firepower that the Chargers do. So we're going to pick the Dolphins. And they might start to run away with this division with this one win because the Bills lost and the Jets lost a key player. So I didn't know there was 2 Monday night games. Saints and Panthers is a Monday night game as well, or is that wrong? Did I read it in the wrong spot? I don't know. We're gonna pick the Saints over the Panthers. They didn't look terrible. Good game management. Derek Carr, new team. The Panthers had some moments to shine, but Jesse Bates was able to get into his head a little bit, read some plays, and I think the Honey Badger can do the same. I'm pretty sure he's a Saint right now, so that could be trouble. And if he's not a Saint, then I'm wrong and I need to learn some things. But I still pick the Saints. Browns versus the Steelers. Okay, let me emphasize this by saying, again, how much I hate the Steelers. However, I am not any more fond of the Browns. The only team in the same division of the Bengals that I halfway like are the Ravens. But I hate the Steelers. Can't stand the Browns. I can only like the Ravens sometimes when the Bengals are either not in the playoffs, which was, a few years ago. I could thoroughly enjoy my Bengals for the season and then root for some of my favorite players in the playoffs. However, wow to the Browns defense. I don't give a fuck if it was a damn tornado out there. Those boys was fighting for everything. They were all over everybody. Nobody was getting shit from the Browns. Not a thing. I think what we've been seeing on paper might be coming to fruition on the defensive side on tape. Offense still has some questions, but with that kind of game, it's like the 49ers and the Bears last season, week 1. You can't get a good judgment. You just can't. So that offense had some promise, but Steelers defense is going to put them to the test. However, that Browns defense is not going to let up. I don't see them letting up all season. They're going to be relentless. They're probably going to be the best defense in the league. Browns are going to beat the Steelers. And then hopefully they fall off. That way the Bengals and Ravens can move up in the charts. But also the Ravens are going to lose. So, Browns will be ahead. but only by one. You know what I mean? And then the Steelers will be down, but only by one. Hopefully it's not a close division, though. Hopefully the Steelers go like 0-16, 18, 17. How many games are there? Anyway, these are your ill-advised picks. And don't forget to smile on week 2.